Okay. 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 Sheesh. I need to not geek out. This freaky music. Okay, right. I need to not geek out about this. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to something amazingly special for me. Now, I need to begin by prefacing a few things and explaining kind of what's going on. Okay. If you've watched some of the Storytime with Phil videos that I've made, or you've seen any of the channel update videos that I've made, you will likely have seen me playing a game called Lego Rock Raiders, which is one of my absolute favourite games of my entire life. I adore it with all my heart. It is my go-to for relaxation and fun. And I was playing it earlier today, and I was encountering a bug with it that was driving me a little bit mad. Because it's not designed to run on Windows 10, because as you may know, it's very old. It's older than me, even. It's actually 2 years older than me, which is a bit scary now I think about it. It's 21 years old. Anyway, I was experiencing this bug, and I was going online, I was doing a little bit of research to see if I could find a fix for the bug. And when I was there, I found this, which I'd never heard of in my entire life. But, this is apparently a faithful reproduction of the game with modern graphics. And before we actually get into it, I should preface two things. One, as you can see here, this is a version 0.3.4. This is by no means done, okay? There's still a lot of work to do. It's in a very early stage, okay? The second thing I need to preface is that while playing this, I am probably going to geek out and nerd out and get all giddy and excited and all sorts of other dreadful things, alright? And if that is annoying, I am sorry. But this, I don't even care if people like this, okay? I'm gonna like this, I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna like this, I'm gonna enjoy this. This is going to be an amazingly self-indulgent video or series. I don't know what is going to come of this, but I'm going to play this because I love it. I haven't seen anything about it, and I already love it beyond all measure. Okay, right. Start game, level editor, play custom level. Oh, you can make your own levels. Please tell me that's something you can do in the future. Right. Oh, they even got the old mouse cursor. Right. Start game. Classic campaigner tutorials. I don't need no stinking tutorials. I know what I'm doing. I'm something of an expert at this game. Thank you very much. I would just like to get straight into the first mission, please. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. They've done the menu, the mission select menu, exactly the same way. Oh, I told you I was gonna... I am sorry. This is... I don't even know what this is like, right? This is like... I'm trying to find, like, an analogy that I could use to this. It's like someone has resurrected your childhood pet, right? Like, that childhood pet that you had for years. It was your best friend. You loved it to death. You did everything together, and you have so many fond memories of it, okay? And then someone comes along and says, hey, I'm going to bring it back to life. And guess what? I'm going to make her even more bouncy than she was before. That's what I'm hoping they've done. Oh, they didn't even use the old audio files. Oh gosh, I'm probably going to pull.
The transporter aboard the LMS Explorer has been slightly damaged due to low power and is not working properly. A team of rock raiders has been teleported into the wrong cavern, and they need to find their way back to the tool store. Drill through the cavern walls, and once you've found it, start our mining operation by collecting 5 energy crystals.
I'm gonna pull so many orgasm faces during this game, aren't I? Oh my giddy aunt. Oh my word.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so, my music? Okay, let me go in the options for a moment. Can I turn this music down a little bit? This music is a little bit loud. Right, okay, so, this is wild. So, to order...
What? Yes.
Oh, and they've made it adorable as well. Oh my giddy aunt, this is going to be amazing. Okay, right. So to try and sort of, if you're not familiar with the game and you're looking at this and you're thinking, what is going on?
Sorry.
I'm going to try and explain a little bit of what is actually going on, right? Okay. The story of this game is that you're on a ship, right? You're on a spaceship and you're off exploring the galaxy, and you're finished your exploration.
Found the tool store. Now collect 5 energy crystals.
Oh my word, this is going to be the most amazing thing ever. Right, so,
You need 4 more energy crystals.
you're finished your mission exploring the galaxy, but then you encounter a black hole, or a portal, or something. I don't know. I forget the particulars of the story, but, you find this weird portal thing, a vortex or something, that throws you from one side of the galaxy onto the other, and you're in, or maybe you get thrown to a different galaxy or different universe, different dimension. I don't know. You get thrown far away from home, and the portal also drains all your ship's power, so you need to.
Seems easy enough.
I also love the fact that he's British. That speaks to me. The vortex drains your power, so you need to. You haven't got enough power for your ship to get back home, so you land on this planet that you're orbiting, the planet that we're on now, in order to mine it to get crystals, so that you can get back home, right? But this planet isn't safe, right? This planet's full of awful things like these.
Small spider.
And all sorts of other stuff. So, sorry, I've just realised something truly incredible. So, no keep playing. You can quit the mission by clicking settings, quit, or by using the pause menu. So even once you're done, even once you've completed the objective, you can carry on.
Alright, yeah.
That is genius. Why did I never ever think that was an amazingly useful thing that people needed to have in this game? I don't know why I never thought of that being a thing, but it is. And this music. I don't know who made this music, but I love them. I don't know who made this game, but I love them. I love every single person that has ever been involved in the creation of what this is. If you have had any hand in this whatsoever, I love you and I want to give you a great big kiss. Oh gosh. Right, okay, so perhaps I should go a little bit further and sort of explain the mechanics a little bit. Yeah, so as you've been seeing, the main purpose, the primary objective is to be collecting crystals, right? You want to be collecting those little green crystals in order to power up your ship. That's your primary objective. However, some missions do have other objectives. Sometimes you have to find people who have been lost, you have to find vehicles that have been lost, or you have to rescue a team of people or something. Or there's lots of different objectives. It's not just about collecting crystals, but collecting crystals is your primary objective. So and you have these little bits of ore. These are your primary building materials. Use them for building buildings. I might do that actually, just so that I can see what sort of things it works with. Power path. Build power path. Cost 2 ore. Oh, it tells you what the cost is before you. Oh gosh.
This seems easy enough. Hard work.
Yes, it is, particularly when you get landslides falling in. So yes, there were landlines.
There. Acknowledged.
Yeah, well, there were landlines back when this game came out, but there were also landslides. Rocks become loose and they fall on you and they hurt your people and they can kill your people. And it's it's very sad and it's very dangerous and it's all not very good at all. So that's all very sad, but
Yeah,
we'll
seems
try and
easy
stop
enough.
that from happening too much. You can reinforce the walls, lots of different tools you can give your people. Let me give someone a tool actually to show you how that works. Go tool menu. I'd like to give you a hammer, and a hammer allows them to build a reinforcement that they can then build on a wall, which I shall demonstrate with this piece of wall here. Oh, that looks cool. I'm sorry, you can't quite see everything that's behind my big stupid face, but
Don't worry, I know what to do.
it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. See there, he's got his hammer, and he's built a reinforcement. Now that wall can't fall over anymore. Isn't that just lovely? And of course, you can build buildings that let you do stuff. You can upgrade your buildings so they can do more things. I can now build a canteen. Sustains a small mining operation by distributing sandwiches to keep your miners fed and healthy. Self-powered. They've added things. There's things in this game that weren't in the original. Oh my.
Tunnel transport.
A large tunnel transport, a large airbound transport vehicle that can carry other vehicles over any terrain. When not busy, the tunnel transport can carry resources and even help constructing buildings. Oh my giddy arm. I'm so excited to see that. Okay, anyway, that's enough, I think. We will complete the mission. Remaining objectives all yeah, so can I quit? Yeah? Have I completed the mission? Will that count as me completing the mission? Presumably it will.
Well done. You've got all 5 energy crystals. Mission complete.
Brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. So that's something you couldn't do in the original. Once you'd completed your objectives, the mission just auto-ended. But now, once you've completed your objectives, you can continue to do other stuff if you want to do, which is brilliant. That's something I've always wanted to be in this game, and it never was in this game. So that's absolutely brilliant. I love that to pieces. Let's
Okay,
play
Rock
another
Raider,
mission.
We must begin the construction of Rock Raider HQ. We need a power station. Upgrade the tool store and build a section of power path next to it. Next, construct the teleport pad and upgrade it. Build another section of power path next to the teleport pad. When you have collected enough energy crystals and ore, construct the power station. Be very careful, Rock Raider. The walls of the cavern are unstable and may need reinforcing.
Okie dokie. So, wow. This is a shockingly faithful reproduction. Okay, so, okay then, let me demonstrate a little bit more of what goes on around here. We have stuff that needs doing. We need to build ourselves a base. We need to build ourselves a staging ground, as it were, for what we need to do. So we need to get ourselves some people who can reinforce these walls and get everything, well, not falling down upon our heads to the point where we'll die a horrifying death. Wouldn't that be nice if people didn't die horrifying deaths? Right, let's give some people spades as well, so that they can get to work. Right, let's start mining out some bits and bobs. Oh, they're so cute. I love them so much. Right, go and dig that. Go and dig that. That's a brilliant idea. Go and dig all that. Right, so as I was saying, yes. We need to construct ourselves a base, a staging ground, and our objective in this mission is to build the power station. So we've got ourselves a tool store. Again, I'm sorry you can't see this, but you'll see it very clearly in a moment. We need to build ourselves a teleport pad, and then after that we can build ourselves a tool store, and they've changed things. Interesting. Requirements: tool store level 2 and teleport pad level 2. Previously you only needed each of those level 1. Interesting. So they've changed some of the requirements of how things work. Previously, you'd build yourself a building, right? Then you'd upgrade it to level 1. And and then you'd be able to build the next building, like a teleport pad. You'd upgrade that to level 1, then you can build yourself a power station, upgrade that to level 1, you can build yourself a support station, upgrade that to level 2, you can build the more advanced buildings, blah 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 blah. You get the idea? They've changed this around a bit so that you need to do things slightly differently. So for example, for the teleport pad, you need to upgrade your tool store to level 2 instead of level 1, which is different to how it was previously. Interesting. So let me actually have a look at that. So we've upgraded to level 1, which allows me to build the canteen. No, it doesn't. Tool store level 2. Oh, does it start at level 1? Oh, it starts at level 1 and then you upgrade it to level 2. My giddy aunt, I'm thick as a brick, aren't I? Sorry. They've literally just changed the numbers. You don't start at level 1, you start at level, you don't start at level... In the old game, you basically started at level 0, and then your first upgrade brought it to level 1. They've changed it so that you start at level 1, and then you upgrade to level 2. That makes so much more sense. They haven't changed the game. They've just made it more logical. This is amazing. I love this. So now we'll be able to see them build something. We'll be able to see them build something, and hopefully not get hit over the head by big rocks. There we are. We've got all that supported now. All of that won't fall down. Oh, and it shows you little mimes of all the little things that need to be there. It's so cute. I love this so much. I already adore this. So yes, as I stated at the beginning, it isn't finished. I should preface that. It definitely is not finished. There are many things which they are planning to put in the game that are not in the game yet. I think the primary thing that isn't in the game at the moment is any monsters. As I was saying, this planet is not very safe. It has many, many dangerous things in it, from those little spiders that we saw before. It has... They didn't used to run away from buildings being produced. They used to only run away from what's the word? Monsters, dynamite, that sort of stuff. Right, let's get some of this reinforced, because honestly this is causing some problems. Let's get all of this reinforced, get it all sorted out, get it all fixed up nicely. Right, there we go. What was I talking about? I completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, there's no monsters in the game. Yeah, the planet is not very safe. There are mutant slugs that we're not going to find very fun. There's big monsters. There's lava. There's spiders. There's all sorts of not very good things that are going to be most annoying and most problematic. But guess what? I'm a pro and I know what I'm doing. So you're in safe hands. We're going to have an explore of this. We're going to see what happens. And oh my giddy aunt, I love this. Because yes, it's different. Sure, it's different, and it's very different from how the original was. I might show the original at some point in a slightly more detailed way. I technically already have, in a weird sort of way. It's a very, very, very long, boring story. But basically, I attempted to make a video on the original of this game a couple of months ago for reasons I still haven't quite figured out. It didn't go brilliantly well. The video wasn't an awful lot of fun, so I never ended up making it. I don't know. I might still have the video somewhere. I might still have it archived someplace. I'm not quite 100% sure on that. But I might upload it. I might not. I don't know. I'll probably just make like a partner sort of thing to this, or maybe as part. Maybe like at the end I might go back and say, I don't know. I'm having fun and I'm going to continue to sit here and be very excitable. Right, let's upgrade our next building. Let's upgrade our tool store, our teleport pad even. Now we can build ourselves a power station. Oh yeah, look at that girthy machine. Right, let's build it right there. That will be cool. But we have a problem. We don't have enough crystals, you see, because different buildings have different requirements, and this power station, unsurprisingly, requires crystals, because crystals are a power source. Or technically crystals are more a power battery, and it's just sort of general power. You get the idea. Let's have a go over here. Let's have some mining out of this stuff, because I haven't got any explosive experts at the minute, you see. I can train people. Yes, I can train people. I can upgrade people, and I can train them to do different things, like driving, or being an engineer, which allows them to repair stuff, or being a geologist, which allows them to sort of scan things, be a pilot, be a sailor, or be a dynamite-carrying person. I think they're all quite hungry. I think they'd like some sandwiches. How about I give you some sandwiches? Would you like some sandwiches, little friend? Oh, can you not eat sandwiches? I don't think they can physically eat sandwiches without a canteen. Maybe that's why they've added it in. Because usually you see they have like an energy, a sort of energy bar, I suppose, for want of a better word, which drains over time. And when it runs out, when they're carrying things, for example, have to stop and take breathers more frequently. You see, like you might possibly see one of them. No, we'll keep an eye on this guy. We'll see if he takes a little breather while he's moving. But they can. There we are. See, he's taking a. Like I said, game isn't finished. Don't hold that against it. All right. This game is not finished. By no stretch of the imagination is this game finished. Like, even a little bit is this game finished. So, yeah. They're supposed to sit down, put the thing down, you know, take a breather, mop their brow. What was that noise? Was that my phone going off? Yes, sorry, that was my phone going off. Let me put that on silent and throw it over there. Yeah, they take little breathers and they can eat sandwiches to replace them. They don't sort of naturally eat sandwiches. They don't eat them sort of independently, unless you have what's called a support station, in which they do that.
You constructed a power station.
Indeed, I did. I'm very proud of myself. So yeah, you can quit the mission. Yeah, I can. So what I want to do is I want to have a look at this canteen. 1 crystalline 10 ore. Sustain a smaller mining operation. Why do you say a small mining operation? Do you mean this support station? Yeah. Interesting. Oh, goodness, this is big. Okay, let's build it there. This is completely brand new. I've never seen this before. Obviously, because it's not in the original game. But, this presumably will then allow them to eat sandwiches. Because previously you could just command them to eat a sandwich. You can click on them and say, have a sandwich, and then that would refill their sort of stamina bar, for want of a better modern term. Oh, gosh. We're all running out. We haven't got any ore, have we? Let's drill this ore seam. All of you, run! Run very fast, you adorable little people. Aren't they cute? I love them so much. Like, seriously. I cannot even begin to describe to you what impact this game had on my childhood. I have been playing this game for over a decade. Probably more than that, even. Probably longer than a decade. And when I was geeking out on the menu screen because they were using original audio samples, that's because these audio samples, these little bits of audio of different bits and bobs, like of anything, naming missions, breaking down walls, anything, right? All of that, all of it is absolutely burned into my brain, right? Like you know your favourite song, your absolute favourite song. You've known it for years. You love it to pieces. You've been listening to it forever. You love it so much, and without even thinking about it, you can play an absolutely pitch perfect mental recreation of it, right? Like an imagined recreation of it in your brain for your favourite song. I can do that for every single sound in this game. That's how deeply I know this game and how much I adore this game. So that's just why all the little sounds above everything else, that might sound a bit weird that I'm into the sounds, but the sounds are very special to me. Right. Goodness. Yes. So as you've probably noticed, I wonder if I can do... Yes, I can do that. They have health, right? Can I select you and see your health? Yes, I can. HP, yes. They have 100 hit points. They have 100 health points that can get damaged and taken away by various different things, like having a landslide occur on top of them, or from being hit by a monster, or walking through lava. Yes, the AI in the original game was not completely perfect. I'm wondering if they've added a way to fix that, whether there's a way that you can make that come back. There's not like a medical station or anything? No, the only new building they've got here is this canteen thing. So I'm not seeing anything to... Oh, you can put that away and bring that out. That's cute. Yeah, I'm not seeing any way that you can regenerate their health. Maybe you can do that at a support station or a canteen now. Maybe when they're sitting there eating their sandwiches, maybe that brings a little bit of their health back. Maybe that happens, I don't know. It would certainly be very lovely if it did, because you couldn't do that previously. There was no way you could do that in the original. Well, technically you could. You could beam someone up and then beam them back down, and they would be better then. So, how much? It doesn't say how much hit points you've got. Now you've got 100 hit points. Where's someone who hadn't got 100 hit points? Did you have 100 hit points? You haven't got 100 hit points. Okay, let's keep an eye on this little chap. And let's see if his hit points go back up when he eats some sandwiches. Because if he does, I'm going to be extremely happy. So he's had his big sandwich. Their sandwiches weren't that big in the original, I should preface that. They were big, but they weren't that big. The health's gone back up. I think everyone's health has gone back up. That is fantastic. This is really cute. I really like this. Right, okay. That is absolutely brilliant. And I'll tell you something else that this allows me to do, actually, which I've never actually done before. Yes, amazingly, there's something in this game even I haven't done. And I've put, terrifyingly, probably hundreds of hours into this game. I've never actually gone and explored all the way over here before. Drop that, please. Put that down on the floor. I've never actually gone and explored this cave off here to the right, because I've always built a power station by that point. But let me just have a little look, see what we can find through here. Oh, good, more crystals. This is so good. Actually, I suppose I'll quickly show you that. Oh, the radar. Okay, so this is the radar that we've got. Ooh, another ore seam. So this is the little radar that we've got. I'll just zoom in so you can just see something a little bit clearer, because it's probably quite small, particularly if you're watching on a mobile phone or something. This is just like a little map of all the things that you've got here. What's that? I don't know what that is. What is it? Oh, I see. That's right. Yes, sorry. I'm being a complete idiot. Because they've just changed how this works slightly. So yes, there's different. Like each square represents one square of the world. Like this square, for example, is this square here, and then you have different squares for different things, like different types of wall, different types of rock. This presumably represents rubble, I want to say. I'm thinking, yeah, I think it does. So it might represent rubble, or it might represent a bit of lava, or something like that. And if you have a geologist, you have someone who's trained as a geologist, they have a geological centre, then that lets out a scan pulse, as it were, that will sort of fire out, and it will scan the nearby area. So, for example, you could take a geologist and you could have them stand by this bit of wall here, which is this bit of wall here, you see. You could have them stand by this, and then they'd fire out that pulse, which would tell you what was behind this wall. And then you'd be able to act on that information. You could say, okay, behind this wall there is just, there's nothing. There's just a solid wall that we can't break through. There's nothing there. Or you could say, oh, there's another cavern behind here. We should go through there because you might find some more crystals or something. So this is wonderful. I love this so much. Right. Okay. So we've achieved the objective of this mission. We've had an explore down here, which is just just for personal curiosity rather than anything else. And we have had a look at this canteen, which is fascinating. So let's go to the main menu. What's this? Enter cinematic camera mode. Oh, this looks very complicated. Oh dear, how do I get out of this? Back to pause menu. Yes, please. I would like to quit now. Yes, I am finished. Thank you very much. I love this.
Good work. You successfully constructed the power station. Mission complete.
Yes, I did. I'm so glad that you're proud of me. Wow. Oh, interesting. I didn't realise what these were before. I thought this was... Includes crystals spent on buildings, vehicles and upgrades. Excludes crystals from buildings and vehicles supplied at the start, as well as initial ore and crystal count. Okay, so this is the amount of crystals and ore that I collected during my mission. This must be the total accumulated resource amount. Spend resource in the LMS Explorer? I am very sorry. You have just completely knocked me off my pedestal. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Not that I was on a pedestal. So this is the amount that I've accumulated throughout every mission I've done, which in this case is just the two, this one and the previous one. So the LMS Explorer, that's the name of the ship I was talking about, the ship that we came from. Manage progress. What? Reset all progress or reset progress on bugged levels. Oh, that's cute. So does it autosave? Does it autosave my progress?
A breath of fresh air.
Quite. Let me go back in here, just check that this has saved it. If not, I can easily do it again, but yeah, it has. Good. Okay, so it's got an auto-saving function. That's good. Let me go back to the service then. Here we are. So... I don't know. What? Oh, maybe actually thinking about it, that's probably something they're going to implement later. Actually thinking about it, isn't it? That's going to be something they're going to implement later, where you'll be able to get different upgrades for things. So that's fascinating. So let me choose another mission for us to do. I think we'll do this one because this will allow me to show you some more new stuff.
This is a tough mission. The air in the evacuated caverns is being quickly used up. We must urgently construct a support station to supply more air. Use the tool store to transport down some more rock raiders to assist you in building the support station. Warning: the more rock raiders you transport down to help, the faster your air supply will run out.
Okay. Sorry, I got slightly confused by something there for a moment. So, what? Already? We haven't been on down yet. Chill, my friends. Chill. Right. Oh, goodness. Everything's already going wrong. So, we have this air supply. Oh, it shows you the time. It literally just shows you the physical time that you have. Okay, so previously what you had was a bar along the bottom, just a blue bar that emptied out when you were running out of air, basically, and you just had that as like a visual medium to tell you how well or how poorly you were doing on the old air supply front. So now they've actually given you a time. So now I know I only have 20 minutes with 5 rock raiders. That was very, very, very dangerous. That did a lot of damage. That did a lot more damage than a normal landslide. Normal landslide does 25 points of damage, I want to say. That did an awful lot more. Okay, so let me actually think for 2 seconds. Let me try and think. Freaky music. Yeah, so now they've actually provided you with a time, a little, clicking clock, which is lovely. That does give you a lot more knowledge to actually work with, because if you know how long it's going to take you, then you'll know how better to manage it. You know what I mean. It gives you more information, which allows you to make more informed decisions, is what I'm trying to say, and I'm failing miserably to, because I'm an utter twit, as I have previously stated quite a lot. In many, many, many different videos, I have stated that I am a total nitwit. Okay, so, like in the previous mission, we have a different objective this time. Our objective is to build a support station which will provide this cavern with air. So, oh my giddy aunt, that is so pretty. That is absolutely gorgeously pretty. Now, I'm slightly, well, I'm not embarrassed to say this, but
Dad!
Did the time go up when we entered this new cavern? Is it because there's more air in a new cavern that they said, okay, you've got access to a new cavern, so let's let you last a bit longer. Stop it. This is a very family-friendly game. Which is actually kind of weird, given the fact that it's actually described as being one of LEGO's more serious games compared to the other stuff that was available at the time. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So when you access a new cavern, that gives you access to more air supplies. So there is some really, really smart thinking behind this game, and I really, really like that. I really admire that. I admire that they've shown a degree of care for this. They haven't just recreated it. They've recreated it, but actually added clever little additions to it as well, which is a really, really nice and smart thing, which I really appreciate and highly approve of them doing it. Even though I have absolutely no authority to approve them of anything, as what I would describe as I don't know. I don't like the using phrases like hardcore fan or die hard fanatic, any of that rubbish. But as a person that absolutely adores this game, with just so cute, I can't go with how cute they are. Just as someone that adores this game, I am just really proud of what they've made here, and I cannot wait to go further with this. Obviously, the early missions, there aren't monsters, which means that the early missions are going to seem more true to the original than perhaps some of the later missions will. But I don't know. I just want to enjoy this. Whatever happens, whatever we find, whatever we do find, whatever we don't find, I just want to enjoy this. So, one thing that I wanted to talk about, which I completely forgot that I was going to talk about, is some changes that they have made, which is going to make things very interesting. Because I've played this game so much, because I've played this game so religiously and so, to such an insanely large degree, yes, I kind of do know the locations of almost every crystal in every mission, off the top of my head. And I know that when you bust through here, you're supposed to find more than 2 crystals. Okay, we found 1 there, I think, and 1 there. I'm pretty sure originally there were 3 there, and then there were another 2 there, which is why I beelined for this location. Because I knew that there were a lot of crystals there, and crystals are what you need in this mission. Because you need 2 to get your power station up, and then you need 3 more to get your support station going as well. So, they're a significant thing. That's interesting. You can never click on the solid rock before. You can never do that before, so that's cool. That's a nice little thing. I don't know why you'd want to click on the solid rock, because there's nothing you can do with it. But it's cute, it's cool, and it's cute, and it's appreciated that they have taken that little extra step in doing that thing. So, anyway, yeah. Never mind that. Ignore me being an idiot. Let's drill through here. I seem to remember there's also some down here as well. This is just so nice. And it really is, it's the attention to detail that will always, it's always attention to detail that will always make me happy in something like this. Aha, brilliant, that's exactly what we wanted to hear. Lovely. So cute. It's the little attention to details, and it's the fact, one of the things, for example, that I've just noticed regarding attention to detail, is that they've added music, which is quite accurate. Right, some part of the back of my brain is now saying the original game did have music. I just don't remember it because I always turned it off, and that may be true. And if that is the case, then I apologise for saying things which are going to be completely and utterly wrong. But if I'm not completely and utterly wrong, and there wasn't music in the original game, then I would like to say, well done to them for yeah, I do want to put this here, don't I? Yeah, sorry. Difficult to think and talk at the same time. As you'll notice, whenever I start talking about things, my mental capacity usually goes an awful lot further down. But anyway, if they've made and added the music themselves, then I'm very proud of that, because it. That was weird. Did you hear like a noise from? I thought the game was about to crash. That scared me actually. Yeah, the attention to detail with the music is nice because the music is very fitting. Because it's kind of got that sort of that slightly upbeat peppiness to it, which is very sort of fitting for sort of a game where you're doing things like sort of you're trying to be productive and trying to get stuff done. It seems quite fitting for that. And as much as I'm not hugely familiar with music from the late 90s, as you're probably very much aware if you're at all familiar with any of my
An energy crystal has been found.
Oh, good. Where? No, not there. There. Brilliant. Excellent. That should be all we need, I think. It seems like music that would have been around at the time. That kind of sort of slightly weird, slightly unusual sort of music. So, I don't know. I think it's very fitting. And this is gorgeous, right? I didn't actually take the time to tell you this. Or note this. But this is gorgeous, right? This is really, really, really gorgeous. It's not the same as it was in the in the original. The original was different. I can't quite even describe how it looked. It was. We'll keep playing for a little bit. It's a little bit different from how it was in the original. It kind of sort of swayed and moved a little bit more like a wave. But I'm not complaining about this in the least. It's absolutely gorgeous. And just looking at what they've done for this texture, I can't wait to see what they do with the monsters textures. I honestly am really looking forward to seeing that. Obviously that will take time because monsters are not here yet, but hopefully they will be here in a while whenever they decide that that's the next thing they want to do. And when they get that done, no rush to them absolutely whatsoever. I would much rather they take their time and get it done properly and continue this amazingly high standard of work than they rush things just to meet public demand, as it were. This is an interesting thing. Another little didgeridoo about the mechanic I could tell you. Buildings need power, right? Surprise, surprise. If you want a building to do something, you have to give it electricity. And we've only got one crystal, and each crystal lets you power one building. So we've got two buildings that require power now. A teleport pad and a support station. We've only got one crystal, so the game, quite sensibly, has automatically decided it's going to power the support station, not the teleport pad, which is a really good idea. Because the support station gives us life-giving oxygen, as you'll notice this number is now going up, and the teleport pad lets us beam down. Well, you can either beam down two people at once, instead you can just... Two people at once, sorry, never mind. You know what I meant, I didn't mean it like that, calm down. I'd love you all to pieces, I'd never do anything like that. You have a teleport, as you've been seeing. You've got a mini teleport thingy here in your tool store, which lets you beam down people, as I was doing at the beginning of the game. The teleport pad can also be used to do that. If you want, you can teleport down two people at once. It's also useful for teleporting down small vehicles. Now, hopefully get to show you a vehicle in the next mission. So, ooh, 4 crystals. Lovely. So I'm going to guess they haven't changed the total number of crystals in any given mission. I'm going to assume that instead what they've done is move the... like, maybe reposition some of them a little bit. I'm not quite sure what the reason behind doing that will be. I have a couple of different ideas of why they might have done that. They might have done that to give sort of like veteran players like me a bit more of a challenge, because we have... Where's our 5th person gone? We had 5 people. Where's the 5th guy gone? We do have 5 people, don't we? Yes, we do. Where did he go? He must have been standing on top of each other. Naughty little people getting up in each other's grills like that. They've either moved things around a little bit in order to give veteran players like me a little bit more of a challenge, so that we don't just immediately beeline for where the crystals are, as I did, to give us make things a tiny bit more tricky for us. If so, I thoroughly approve of that, assuming that they haven't changed them around so much that it becomes impossible for me to do things. I'm not complaining about that at all. Are you all going off for sandwiches? No, you're going off for spades, which surprises me. I would have thought you already had spades, but I suppose I didn't do that. So yeah, they've either done it for that reason. I wouldn't imagine they've changed the total number of crystals around. I can't possibly imagine they do that. That would seem crazy to me. That are in each mission. So yeah, this is cute. This is lovely. I love this to pieces. Oh yeah, and like the main thing that I wanted to do, which I completely forgot to do, and the main reason I chose to do this mission next is because of the environments, right? There's 3 different environments. There's the rock environment, the ice environment, and the lava environment. And we saw the rock environment in the previous missions. This is the ice environment, and you don't get to the lava areas until a little bit later, because obviously they're at the core of the planet, and we're starting at the outsides of the planet, and we're going to go right down to the center. All the fun we're going to have when we get to the center. Right, yes, I am more than done. Thank you very much. I would like to get on with things. And yes, you leave all your power paths behind, which isn't very environmentally sensible. But
before you run out of air. Mission complete.
Thank you. Another thing I really like about this game is that it always covers you with loads and loads of praise, which I like, because, you know, it was nice as a kid to get some praise. Alright, right.
Has been found, so we must begin to build rock.
This is not the mission I thought it was.
Unfortunately, recent earthquakes in this area have made the cavern walls very dangerous. Secure the area by reinforcing the cavern walls to prevent cave-ins.
Okay, so
once this has been done, continue with the mining operation and collect 5 more energy crystals.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so, right. I think most of my geeking out has gotten out of me now, so I apologize for that. So, I am probably, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep on playing this game, just for the fun of it, whether people enjoy it or not. So, yes. This will probably turn into a bit of a series. I don't know how much of a series, but for now, that will be the end of the first episode. In the next episode, we will do some more missions. I will show you some more stuff. I will try to show you some dynamite. That usually goes horribly wrong for me, but we'll do our best with the dynamite. I'll try and show you some vehicles. Maybe we get to see a few more buildings, all sorts of different cool stuff. So, yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for joining me for Manic Miners, I believe this version is called. Not the Manic Miner from like the 80s, not that Manic Miner, not the ZX Spectrum thing. You know what I mean. obviously you know what I mean. You've been watching for 45 minutes. Sorry, I'm really, like, bubbling with, like, nostalgia and energy and excitement right now, so I can't really speak. But thank you very much for joining this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other. Look forward to the next episode, and good night.